going on, YouTube? It's BodiedTre back at it again with another video. Today, I'm gonna change the intro. I don't know how I'm gonna change it, but I'm gonna change it to something else. I feel like that one is just the generic YouTube intro. But it's BodiedTre. We here with a video, and I haven't dropped in a minute. But this one is gonna be about my monthly payments and how I got this car, how I was able to obtain it, and how I afford it in my everyday life as a normal civilian in this world. So let's get right to it. All right, so the first thing is, this was not my first car. I am 20 years old, so I had another car before this and I still own it. It's a 2017 Mercedes-Benz CLA 250, and I got that sometime last year around August. Hasn't given me not really any problems yet, even though people say a lot of bad things about Mercedes. I got problems with it, but it still runs. So I mean, it's not nothing crazy, but I have it. It has over 101,000 miles right now. I gave the car to my parents because I drive this car a lot, so I just said might as well just give it to them. I'm not gonna lie, this car, even though it's a crazy financial decision to put on myself, I like it, and I feel like it strives me to make even more money, which is why I feel like it was a good decision to pick this car up. But let me tell you how I got my first car, the Mercedes-Benz. So for the Mercedes-Benz, I wasn't able to get it down fully in my name. I had to do a cosign, and luckily enough, I had somebody that was able to help me out with it, and I got that thing at $15,000, but I got it at some used dealership, and it was shady and it was run down. So obviously you already know they had to hit me with that interest at maximum percent. I'm pretty sure I got 27, 28, 29. If they was able to put me at 50% APR, they would have. I ended up paying $30,000 in total for this car, even though it's a $15,000 car. I got marked up in interest, and I still have it. I'm planning on trading it in sometime soon, but right now, I'm just using it, just why not? So that car's out the way. I'm gonna tell you how I got this car. Originally, this car was not nowhere near planned on. I was not planning on getting this car anytime soon. I wanted this car, but I was thinking I'm gonna have to wait and get a used one sometime later in the future, because there's no way I'm gonna be able to get a new one. Due to income, due to financing and everything like that, I just thought I wasn't gonna be able to get it. So I wasn't thinking about it. But my friend, he needed a car. So he asked me, hey, you wanna go to the dealership with me? We gonna look at some cars. I'm trying to get me a car. I said, all right, bet, let's go look. We go to this, where they got car dealership hubs, where they got a whole center of dealerships around and all, when they got the ops right next to each other. So that's how it's looking. And we have a Nissan right here. We have a Toyota over here. We have a Chevy, and we got a Dodge. So we go to the Nissan first. My homie at the Nissan, he looking at cars, and he asking the people, what can you guys get me with what I got? And mind you, we some broke young black niggas, so it's not a lot. So he ended up telling us, hey, we got this Nissan. I'm gonna just assume it was a Nissan Versa, old ass Nissan Versa. And the guy was like, by any chance, do you know how to drive a manual? And that's when my friend was like, man, fuck all that, bro. I'm going to the next dealership the next day. So we ended up going around the next day. This was the day right before New Year's, mind you. So this was December 31st, I think. The day right before New Year's. We at the Dodge dealership, because they have this billboard saying, oh, we can finance somebody with this low amount of credit. You can get this, you can get that. So we're like, all right, bet, let's pull up. We pull up, and the guy says, hey, bro, we can get you into this Malibu. I forgot what year it was. It was some all black Malibu. And I think he was gonna be spending around $700, $600 a month for that Malibu with $2,000 down. And my friend was like, man, I ain't doing it, bro. I ain't trying to spend that much money. And I'm like, okay, understandable. Well, let's head out. The guy was talking to me. He was like, hey, bro, how you, no, he walked up to me talking about some, hey, bro, you like cars? And I'm like, yeah, I like cars. I want to get a Challenger sometime in the future. And he was like, why not get one right now? And I'm like, no, I don't got the bread. I don't got the cash for that, so I ain't gonna do it. But dude was like, man, come on, bro, let's run these numbers, man. Come on, like, we could work something out. And then I'm looking at my friend, and I'm looking at my big brother, because my big brother's there with us, and he's like, fuck it, just check it out, see what's going on. So I'm like, all right, bet, I'm gonna put in my Mercedes to trade it in with. I had the Mercedes with me, because this was 6 months of me owning the Mercedes, because I got it in August 2023. This was December 2023. So I say, yeah, let me trade that thing in. It has 89,000 miles. Dealership said we ain't taking all that shit. So I said, all right, that's cool, fine. I'm gonna see what y'all can run numbers with me with. So he said, what car you want? I said, I'm looking at the Dodge Challenger RT Scat Pack. Just give me a V8. I don't want no V6. I don't want no GT. He goes, all right, bet. I'll be back. I'm sitting there looking, and I'm like, there's no way he's going to be able to finance me with something, because how is, you know, my income is pretty low. I'm 19 years old. My credit was all right. It was around the 700 something. And pretty much all the odds were against me in that moment. So I was just like, I don't even know why we're doing this, but let's just see what he says. He comes back with a paper. He says, he's hiding it behind him. He's like, all right, so look, we got a deal. And I'm going to tell you, you know, they're doing the whole dramatic buildup. I'm like, man, just tell me the numbers. Brings up the paper. He says, all right, you put $500 down right now, and we can get you in this car. And I said, word? You know, I'm like, that ass? He's like, yeah. And I thought it was pretty much too good of a deal to pass up, but then I'm like, bro, I'm not trying to be paying for two cars. I already have a Mercedes, and I'm spending $472 a month on that thing. I'm like, why am I about to have two cars? You know what I'm saying? I already know this one gonna be a fucking lot to pay for. The dealer came with an idea. He said, you know what, since your friend wants a car, why don't you give him your Mercedes? He pays for that, and you pay for this new car. This is brand new 2023. I'm like, that's a smart idea. So I look at my homie, and I'm like, yo, you want to do this? He like, you know, he's thinking about it. He's like, man, let's do it. So we shake on it. He said he gonna pay for that, and I said I'm gonna pay for this. So I'm like, all right, bet. We signed up the papers. I put $500 down. I get that car, brand new. And you know, dealerships, they want you to get full coverage insurance right at the standing of you purchasing that car. So you sign the papers, and they want you to get insurance. But this was so late. This was December 31st, probably 7, 8. The dealership is about to close. So the dealer tells me just get insurance in the morning. So I'm like, okay, cool. This is the only reason why I have this car. Because if I would have got insurance at that dealership, it wouldn't have happened. Because mind you, I'm young, I'm black, below 19 at the time. No driving experience, right? Insurance was being the biggest bitch. Insurance was being the biggest bitch I ever seen in my entire life, bro. Every single insurance company was marking me the fuck up. They was taxing. They was hitting me with that bullshit. Every single insurance company that I called, all hitting me with some bullshit. So I'm like, okay, yeah, this shit is not happening. There was no way I was going to be able to get full coverage insurance because, mind you, every single full coverage was at least $1,000 or more. I have not seen a quote lower than $1,000 a month. I said, what the fuck? I'm not getting full coverage. It's just not happening. So mind you, if I wasn't able to get full coverage at the dealership, I wouldn't have been able to walk out with that car. So me getting that car that late was the only reason. This is the only reason why I have this car right now. This is the only reason why I got this car. But let me tell you how much I'm paying a month. This car is around $54,000. Dodge Charger RT Black Top package, 2023 last call. I'm spending $1,047 a month with a 8.9% APR. So that shit is crazy as fuck because a nigga is not making bread like that. But a nigga said that this is the car that I want and this is what I'm gonna get and I'm making it work. It's kind of a way of telling me, all right, you want this stuff, make some more money. So that's pretty much what the plan is. I mean, obviously it's an expensive ass car for right now, but I'm not planning on staying broke for the rest of my life. Because everyone will say, oh, it's an expensive car, you can't do this, you can't do that. But if you can make it work for now, I always say take the chance. I always just say take that chance, because if you got plans that you want, you got plans for the future that you're gonna be that you're gonna be that nigga, that you're gonna be somebody that's gonna make some more money in the future, you're gonna increase your income, then do it. Because that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, bro, I'm not gonna be broke forever. I'm not gonna be sitting there struggling with these notes forever. So that's why I said the plan is just to get this car, and then I'm gonna have it just so it could be my early stage, early V8 that I want, you know, because it ain't nothing too crazy, but it's still quick and shit. I said, let me get this, and then for the future, I can know what car, I can know the different shits about cars, the faster ones, and all about that, because I got my first standing on it. So if you were a young person and you're looking at getting a car, and you know you can get it, but it's gonna be a lot, do it. You got a job, you got some money, do it. Mind you, I got this car with only me being in a job for a month, and I got fired. So I had this car with no income, pretty much. I was broke as fuck, and I got this car that's $1,000 a month, and I made it work. So take it from me. I'm 20 years old, spending over $1,000 a month on a car, making minimum wage income in America. But it's not gonna be forever. So just know that. Take chances and take risk, because if you don't, you're gonna end up being somebody you don't want to be. But that's essentially gonna be the rest of the video. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. Just letting y'all know, this are my monthly payments on this RT. I need to work on my outros because I don't got shit to be saying. I need to find something that I can make something work with. But hey, hopefully y'all appreciate the video. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe.